Well, the old adage that a carpenter never blames his tools doesn't just apply to his hammers and saws. Almost every business, whether you're a sole trader or a multinational telco, has to move something to somewhere. And that is why having the right car is just as critical as anything else. Which is why we are here for Drive's second annual Commercial Car of the Year Awards to find the sharpest four-wheel tools amongst a shed load of vans, utes and four-wheel drives on sale in Australia.
Having established the Drive Commercial Car of the Year Awards in 2018, we returned to find the best vehicles in 7 categories: small, medium and large vans, single cab and dual cab work utes, recreational utes and four-wheel drives. As we do for our mainstream awards at the end of the year, each of last year's category champions returns to defend its crown from any new or significantly updated models in their respective segments, which went on sale in Australia over the last 12 months. With 23 finalists assembled at Wakefield Park for a rigorous week of testing, our 3 expert judges, Andrew McLean, Nathan Ponchard and David Morley, first crawl over, through and in and out of each car, as well as diving into their specifications and debate the merits of value, safety, ownership costs and features, as well as how competently they are designed for their intended function as a work tool. They trawl over the cargo areas and storage options while discovering any neat features that make life easier on the job. Each judge then drives every car without a load in the back on a demanding road loop that takes in a variety of road conditions and environments, assessing their basic dynamic traits, ergonomics, creature comforts and refinement. The cars are then loaded up with varying weights, between 700 kilos and 1400 kilos depending on the category, and the judges cover exactly the same road loop, marking each car on their abilities when carrying near their maximum payload capacity. Using the Wakefield Park circuit, each car is then put through a series of simulated emergency exercises, a double lane change and a slalom, both taken at 80 km an hour, and a high-speed braking test from 100 km an hour to test their inherent safety in avoiding an accident, as well as their ultimate dynamic characters. For the recreational ute category, the 7 dual cab contenders were tested for their towing capacity too, pulling a horse float with a total payload of 2100 kilos. We also put all of them, plus the dedicated four-wheel drives, through a challenging off-road course at a dedicated facility nearby. At the end of it all, the 3 judges discussed and debated their results and submitted blind votes in order of the rankings for each category. Democratically, the vehicle with the lowest score, and therefore the highest number of top votes, is determined to be the category champion. As we do in the Drive Car of the Year Awards, only new category winners are eligible for nomination as the 2019 Drive Commercial Car of the Year winner. This year we had 3 repeat winners: the Renault Kangoo as the best small van, the Ford Transit as the best large van, and the Toyota Prado as the best four-wheel drive, which means we have 4 new contenders for the overall champion prize: the Peugeot Expert as the best medium van, the Mitsubishi Triton GLX as the best single cab work ute, the Volkswagen Amarok Core V6 as the best dual cab work ute, and the Ford Ranger Raptor as the best recreational ute.
But the hardest worker of this bunch, and 2019's Commercial Vehicle of the Year, is the all-new Peugeot Expert.
The Expert is exactly what it says, an expert when it comes to being a hard-working van. And its victory here wasn't an easy one, as it ousted the updated Ford Transit Custom that took out last year's overall award.
Well, if this is going to be your office for 8 hours a day or more, then it's not a bad place to sit here in the front of the Peugeot Expert. There's plenty of space, good headroom, good vision, and there's nice comfortable seats. There's also really good adjustment in the driving position with both reach and height adjustment in the steering wheel, which is pretty rare for a car of this class. There's also detailed graphics in front of me, including a digital speedo in the instrument cluster and all the latest functionality in the central infotainment display here, including Apple CarPlay. But it's also a really smart office on wheels too, with some really neat touches to keep you on the move. There's an elasticized clipboard holder here in the center console. Underneath the middle seat, there's also a clever little function. It's got an insulated box that acts like an esky to keep your drinks cool for the whole day on the road. But where the Peugeot Expert really excels is how it makes your work life easier and your business run smoother with what it can do in the back. In this configuration, the Peugeot Expert has dual side opening doors into this pretty generous cargo carrying area. It also comes with a standard steel bulkhead separating the driver and its occupants from whatever you're carrying back here. At the back there's double opening barn doors which open to 2 positions, straight 90 degrees or a full 180 degree width, giving you great access for a forklift to load into the back here. And there are 6 sturdy tie down points in the back there to keep that load safely secure. One of the clever solutions in the Peugeot Expert is if you're carrying an awkward load, you simply remove this piece behind the passenger seat and you have extra length. But if your load's even longer than that, don't worry. Peugeot has an even more clever solution in the fact that you can lift up the front seat, push it through all the way into the footwell with a tie-down point to keep it nice and secure. One of the most critical things about the Peugeot Expert though is it's based on a car platform, the EMP2 platform from Peugeot Citroën, which pretty much means it's the same underpinnings as SUVs like the 5008 and 3008. And what that means is it actually drives much more like a car than any other delivery van should. The steering, well, it's nice and light and it's easy to maneuver around town. It's got this really long wheelbase, so the wheels are at each corner, that makes maneuvering quite easy in tight situations. But it also means its dynamic characteristics is a lot more comfortable in everyday situations too. The suspension is nice and compliant and it doesn't have that sort of jittery ride when it's unladen that most delivery vans do. In the dynamic tests at Wakefield Park, that certainly stood out. It's more car-like handling. It really is quite an enjoyable car to punt around, surprisingly.
Tested in L2 150 horsepower spec, it is priced from $42,490 and powered by a 2-litre turbo diesel that produces 110 kilowatts and 370 newton meters, driving the front wheels through a 6-speed automatic transmission. It is not just a practical choice though, but a pragmatic one too. Covered by a 5-year warranty, it has an average fuel consumption of just 6.3 litres per 100 Ks and comes standard with a comprehensive suite of active safety features.
And that engine is super strong and makes light work of a heavy load, which is kind of exactly what this whole car does.
Which is why the Peugeot Expert is a deserving winner of the 2019 Drive Commercial Car of the Year.
The 2019 Drive Commercial Car of the Year Awards are proudly presented by BP Plus.
With over 1,400 sites across Australia, BP provides a premium fuel network to keep your business moving.
With BP Plus, vehicle operators and business owners have a fuss-free solution to conveniently manage their fuel costs, whether it's a single vehicle or a nationwide fleet. With quick and easy ways to pay for fuel, simple to use online tools and comprehensive reports. BP Plus card members can also choose to pay using the BP Me phone app, which allows users to pay at the pump and simply drive away.
It also means you don't need to remember your odometer number. Simply input it into the app. It's quick and simple and keeps your business on the road rather than standing in line. With a host of convenient online services and customizable reports, BP Plus also saves time back in the office too. For more information, visit bpplus.com.au and apply for your own BP Plus card today.